Good afternoon everyone, this is Andy at Audi Upgrades. Hope you are well. Today I am in a 2021 Audi A3 8Y Vorsprung. Customer got this car, but due to the pandemic and a shortage on parts, even though it's a Vorsprung, it didn't come with any reversing camera. So we had two choices. We could either install the standard rear view camera for the Audi A3. Alternatively, we could have a go at installing the 360 camera system to the Audi A3 8Y. Obviously more expensive, more complicated, but the customer decided to go for the 360 camera system, and it's taken me a little while to get this working. It is much more complicated than previous 360 camera systems I do on slightly earlier cars, but we've got there. The system's working. I've calibrated it, coded it to the factory spec, and it's working really well now. So I just kind of wanted to show you that, and obviously the A3 8Y, at least currently and previously, the 360 camera system was not an option for the UK market. So this really does make this particular vehicle stand out, as it's got something probably no other Audi A3 8Y has in the United Kingdom. So car is in park at the moment. You can see here the 360 camera system will obviously turn on automatically if I put the car into reverse, but I can also just press this button here, the parking button. So the car has full park assist already. It has all the sensors for park assist, but didn't have any cameras, obviously. So if I press the button now, here is the new 360 camera system. Kind of got this top view over here, and then on the front here on this main section, you can choose a variety of different options. So the first view, the default view, if you press the button, is this corner view, which is highlighted here in this little button in the corner. But if I press this little line next to this button, I get a series of other options up. And in this newer 360 model, 360 camera system, has a few extra features. So the first one is a kind of wheel curb view. So it's actually the cameras in the wing mirrors are looking back towards the rear wheel. So this is the rear wheel on the passenger side for the UK car, and this is the rear wheel for the driver's side. On the driver's side, and you can see down the curbs, which is quite handy when parking, and you can see it says rear tires here. And then you've got the same for the front. So these are the front. So if I turn the steering wheel, you can see the front wheels moving. Hopefully I'll just move in a little bit so you can see that, like this. So you can see they're the front wheels, which is good for the same effect but for the front of the car. And then you've got your wide area view for the corner view to allow you to see around the corners. It's effectively what it means. It's kind of using it's a single lens, but it has the ability to have this wide view on it, which is quite handy if you're trying to reverse out of a parking space or reverse somewhere where there's cars passing behind you. Then you've got the standard rear view, which engages when you put the car in reverse, and this obviously has dynamic guidelines. And so this is moving when I turn the steering wheel like this. And then you've kind of got your top view on the main screen, where it turns to a graphical view on the left hand side here. So this is your kind of top view, but at a slightly on a horizontal plane as opposed to a vertical plane. And then you've got your front view, your standard front view, which also has dynamic guidelines. So if I turn the wheel, you can see me turning the wheel. The dynamic guidelines here move left and right, good for getting out of spaces or in car parks and so forth, quite handy. And then you've got back to your front corner view as well. It's taken me quite a while, a number of visits to this customer to get this working. Had a few issues I've had to figure out, invest in to make this, to figure this all out. It's a lot more complicated than 360 cameras in the slightly older vehicles, that's for sure. And but really pleased. First one I've done, first one so anyone's ever asked me to do. So you know, at some point when I do retrofits, you've got to do it once for the first time, and so took the plunge. I would say all in all, the customer We've been kind of having ongoing conversations around getting this kind of rectified over the last, I'd say, 4 or 5 months. But we've got there in the end. We did get it working, then we had some problems, then we've kind of resolved those, moved on to the next bits, and it's just one of these things where you kind of have to chip away at it until you can get it all ironed out. So I've now documented for myself everything that needs doing for this, but it is certainly not for the faint-hearted. But the end result is really, really cool. So I'm really pleased personally as well to get this done. So I hope that was of interest. There we are, Audi A3 2021 with full factory OEM 360 camera top view system. Many thanks.